set something off with gas tonight because I have done an awful lot of talking, and I'm quite sure some white people are very angry. And I don't know if I'm going to get a shot tonight or what they're going to do, but I'm quite sure they have something in store. So I'm going to drink me some good old water and hope that ain't poison. And I'm gonna get ready to go to bed. And she coming in here tomorrow at 3 o'clock. I'm trying to think, what was you doing? You need to go back and think, what was you doing this time last year, year before, and in 2020. It definitely wasn't doing this. I was in Georgia with Ketchup. We were still together, but what was going on? Because you best believe that 3 o'clock timestamp that she talking about she coming in is definitely the law. It's definitely a link to that too. So you need to go ahead and link that, and link whoever gonna be coming around the car when you go pick her up. Because you best believe they gonna have a black man with the typical dreads and the gold teeth, and you're gonna be swapping out with a car, and probably the dude with the 0634, whatever that's gonna look like, he gonna be down there somewhere. They gonna have that whole thing set up. You best believe that, honey. You best believe that. That's gonna go down. And she probably done already been in this house while you been gone. Because somebody comes in here and cook and turn on lights and run up all of this other stuff. That's all that bill, almost $200. And ain't nobody been here. No reason for that to be that much before before my life. Never seen anything like it. So I definitely need to get some rest. Definitely need to pray about it, because she is going to be coming with the business tomorrow. And they are going to let her hear this recording, and they're going to say, all right, this is what we need you to do. You're going to go in there nice and calm. We need you to stay relaxed. We hear you. We got everything. We're on your side. We got everything worked out. This is all we need you to do. We just need you to have your device close by you. Get every time you talk to her, have it on. We will tell you, work you, build you up to everything that they need you to do. They tell you, I'm telling you, they come in there, they got 3 days. The first day, you're going to be with Mary, Jesus' mama. Extremely nice, very patient, very crystal. This is just their recording. Day 2, they're going to put on the horns. They're going to change from that white dress. They're going to put on black. Day 3, the fangs are out and Lucifer is here. That is how that works. I've been there and done that with them too many times. Day 1 is to get you all nice and get you all emotional and make you feel like you got a friend. Day 2, they're going to start a simple argument. And day 3, they're going to be ready to pull out, because they already got everything they need. They just coming in here to take pictures, swap out a few bank transactions, get a few things in here, swap out, take some clothes, link up a few maladaptive behaviors, put a plot together. We got it done. High five, guys. And that is it. Ain't nothing coming up in here. You're not coming to visit, not coming to do none of that. And then she talking about she going to Louisville after that. Then that's probably where they are staging you to be going, because Louisville is the kill-off location that they've been staging. So that they told me, because every time you see Louisville, Kentucky, Louisville's, the L stands for link, and Kentucky is backwards. Link your kidnapping. That's what it stands for. That's why they put it there, and that's why they say it all the time. But it's really not Louisville, because the place where they planning on killing you at, or say that they're going to kill me at, is never the place where they're at. So that's because if God allowed them to do that, we don't want that police department to come under fire, because the police department that is responsible for killing you off is not going to come back and investigate you. The purpose of them killing you off is because we tired of you. So we not finna be still buried with the mess. So we have to send you somewhere else where you're not suspected to be, so that we don't have to be responsible. So that's why they start moving you and start sending the SIM card out so nobody really know where you are. Like how Sharon be moving around. That's why they do that. So that if they say, all right, that's it, we're done with this, we're going to get rid of you, then you don't have it's no specific way to look because you haven't really been anywhere. That's why they purposely keep my location chopped up. So that if they say, all right, that's it, she's dead, we're done with this, we're not doing this anymore, Bowling Green is not going to be on the news because we don't want to hurt our friends and make them have to investigate and look and come under fire and say they don't want all of that. So they keep you moving all around and stuff. So if they say, all right, we're getting rid of you, your family don't know where to look. So then they depend on the FBI to produce leads to say, well, where did they go and what happened? Well, we don't know because this is all we got. So that's why they purposely make stuff in pieces. So go do over here, and then just do a little bit over here, and then change this SIM card to here, and then do all this because that's the elements needed for a kill-off plot. And if you don't really know the elements, then you won't know if you're in a kill-off plot because you don't know the elements to it. The first element that they're going to do is to create a narrative to move you around. And then the second is they're going to take that SIM card. And then they're going to hyperlink you to a bank so that there is no specific way, even your card, they're going to say, well, this card was over here. And that they couldn't create the possibility of somebody using your identity. And so that's the way they do it. And so when they get all of that done and they get all of them facts in, then they be like, all right, keep talking because we're almost done. So that's when it gets a little, dangerous. But, I just sit here and just talk to the Lord about it. And I am going to get ready to end this because, I don't have nothing else to say about it. It's been going on for too long. And I've been stressed about this all day. And I want to enjoy part of the time that God have me alive and breathing. I don't want to be overstressed about this situation that I can't do nothing about. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. And I just want to leave it at that. I don't want to really sit up here and keep fooling around with this because it's dumb. So I'm going to get ready to go to bed and just not going to worry about it. I'm going to deal with it. God knows what Sharon or her intent is. The law does too. And I'm quite sure they have some festivities planned for it. Or else they would not have paid for her to get here. And so we're just going to pray about it. And I'm not going to be out in Bowling Green anywhere because I don't want, they will all be waiting. All these white people are going to be looking at this retarded junk this weekend to say, what is those two doing? They got them two monkeys over there and waiting to see how this is going to unfold. So, and the FBI don't like for nobody to do nothing but argue. So I'm definitely not planning on doing any of that. And shouldn't even be talking as loud as I was to her because that's what they do. They like that to have you emotional. So I'm going to keep that in mind and just not worry about it because that is a touchy subject and ain't no sense in talking about it. She can't do nothing about it. You can't do nothing about it. There's no sense in telling her. It's not like you telling her and she's gonna be a credible witness for you. FBI took her credibility away when they gave her a disability check. And they know they did that. She hadn't figured that out yet. And still think that you have a win with anything. Sharon, they're white. That's the first thing that they're gonna take apart. That's why they told you to go down there and sign up for it. Because and you sign up for it, you're not going to get anything from the federal or state out of that. They're not going to do it because you went down there and told them that you're crazy. So they ain't going to give you nothing. Because no matter how good you can write, you ain't got nowhere to stay. And that's when they're investigators. Every person that you try to sue has a rich IT/investigator. That's all they is. IT is /hacker. That's all that is a legal hacker. And as soon as you go, I don't care what's going on, you go out here and you go out and get any of these rich white people, any of them, they all got legal hackers on standby to do whatever they want. And as soon as you call them and go down there and file, they're going to call and say, hey, buddy, I need you to look into something. I got this monkey that's bothering, got into my stuff. I don't know what I got into. I made a mistake or whatever. But I need you to look into this, person for me and see what you can find and call me back. That's it. That's all that. That's just how that phone call works. He going to get off the phone and that person works for him. And he going to go and he going to get in your phone. And he going to get in your emails. And he going to read. And he's looking for whatever he can use. And he going to call him back. And he going to say, you won't believe what I found. That monkey's homeless. Gets a disability. Yeah, you ain't got nothing to worry about. Yep. We'll get it thrown out. I'll give a call over there to Billy and get it knocked out for you. I got it. All right, baby. All right, then. See you at the golf course. All right. Bye. And that's it. That conversation is done. And you sitting up there going around still filing stuff. Sharon, it's already been settled. That's how white people settle stuff at the golf course. They done with that. That's not, don't matter. And you be still telling me, I'm finna go down here and file. It's already settled. The white people done called each other. It's done. And you said, that's why I'm finna go down here and file this and open this. They're just watching you go down there and wait your man. And then when you get there, the lady said, oh, I'm sorry. It's already closed. And yep, you can't file until, we won't be opening the docket back till, noon in February. Yep. I'm so sorry, darling. She's married to him. And you be sitting up there telling me, I'm finna go file. Sharon, you're a slave. Stop filing stuff. Save your money. Get you an apartment. Find you a place to live. And stop filing. You're a slave. The FBI's not gonna let you win anything. I don't care how much you sit on the phone and talk nice about them. I'm telling you, a white man has his button on everything that you're doing. And you're not gonna win anything. The same way they tell me to get quiet, they're telling Sharon, stop filing. And she probably can't even read what they saying. They probably sending her all types of messages and she can't even read them. Sharon, they're talking to you. That's why, notice when I said they said what they said on the TV, she never said, they do that. Because you already know. I bet you if I show her what them symbols mean, she'll run too. Oh, so you know what they mean, huh? Okay. So you're a slave then. Because you should know what those mean. Since you say you so free. They get on my nerves at that jump. I'm so free. But then why you ain't got nowhere to live? And she say every time she go apply for something, they say they full. Exactly. That's what the law says. So you can't have nowhere to stay. wanted to see somebody. I haven't seen anybody. I just really want to see if she's alive. That's it. I just want to see if she's alive and well. All right. Let me see. Let me get myself ready for bed here.